looks like we are connected here with Pokebaldi for quarterfinals of the UNPL. Let's see what they decided to bring. And of course, we see Necrozma, Dawnwings, Thundurus, Therian, Terra Flying, or Terra Ice. I'm not too surprised by that. Tinkaton, Cinderace, Quillfish, which is definitely not a surprise because of the Spectrier, and Great Tusk. Alright. That means we have our lead in Klefki set. We had a backup lead in the Meowscarada just in case Smeargle decided to show up to this match, but it did not. So we are just going to lead with Klefki. And we should be fine against pretty much anything on their team. They have hazard removal in Great Tusk with Rapid Spin, so I do think that getting up spikes is kind of nice. And they also have Cinderace. Okay, now Cinderace could be a problem if this thing is Choice Band, but I don't think that my opponent can afford to run Choice Band in this matchup. So we are just going to go ahead and get off our spikes. I'm honestly surprised that they opted to stay in there. They could be Lumberry potentially. Pyro Ball's going to come off. Okay, we do live. And we are in Custap range, meaning that we can just go for a Thunder Wave and paralyze this thing and not have to worry about it the rest of the game. Or we could potentially even go for a Steel Beam and just proc our Custap Berry and get big damage off. Either or is fine with me, I think. I think getting Thunder Waving this right now would be great. So that is what we're going to do. Is just go for the Yellow Magic and see what we can do. Our Custap Berry is going to come off. We're not going for the, what's it called? Are you Lumberry? You are not? Okay. I imagine that this thing is Heavy Duty Boots. Let's see if we get any damage or anything from that. It took us down to 9, which means that did 93%. Oh no, you probably max attack. I don't know, why is that not in the calc already? It's a crazy thing. Alright, so this is paralyzed, cool. We see Pyro and U-turn, not Scarf. Which means that we should be able to get good damage off with basically anything, and Klefki has gone down, but Klefki got spikes up, as well as... Okay, so this thing is here. Oh, and the spikes are going to look great into this. So, Necrozma, Dawnwings, Knockoff should kill. The question is, are you Casiba Berry, or are you Chople Berry, right? So we are just going to go in here into Meowscarada, and we're just going to go for a knockoff. If this thing, or not Chople, Colbert, is what I meant to say. I mean, yeah, I think this is the best play here. We could also Hone Claws and get a lot of damage off on something else. Let's just go for our Hone Claws. Yeah, they're going to withdraw. So we go for the Hone Claws. We're going to get +1. Quillfish comes out. And takes the spikes. Intimidate, fine. We are now +1 or +1 accuracy, neutral attack. So Meowscarada into Quillfish. I mean, I think that we can just go for another Hone Claws, but while I'm thinking about it, let me finish getting this set up because I have time. That should be fine, and I can fix that later on. Let's go ahead and get our Hone Claws up. Let's go for another one, I think. Yeah, I think that's a great play. Let's just go for another one. See what they decide to do. They could Thunder Wave us, potentially. I don't know, maybe the Haze, okay. That's fine. Triple Axle will do 50% to this thing, potentially. It's probably max HP, max defense. Let's just go for a Triple Axle here and see what we can hit. One. We are just gonna... Oh, Rocky Helmet, nice, okay. So we know this is not Eviolate, it is Helmet. And he has Haze. Poison Jab comes off, we should be fine. Yeah, and we're just gonna... Ooh, that poison's rough. Okay, so Quillfish may pick up a kill here. Yeah. Alright, that poison is definitely rough. Meowscarada goes down. So, Spectrier into non-Eviolate. Mudshot kills. Right, so we could do this. Go out here, potentially. Honestly, I think I'm fine with going Brisbane. And going for a nasty plot. So my opponent could go out into their own Thundurus, Tinkaton, Great Tusk, right? Maybe I should have just gone out into Spectrier. I do think I just go for... Let's just go for a nasty plot here. Thundurus into Quillfish. As we go +2. Do you just taunt? Okay. That's fine with us. I am just going to go for a raw Terra Blast into this thing. And we knock it out. Critical hit does not matter. Quillfish goes down as Thundurus is going to pick up a kill. He now knows that we have Terra Blast on our thing, so we could just go for a Terra Flying into anything. Regular Thunder, or not regular Thunder, Thundurus. What are you, Therian? Terra Blast is doing a lot, and we don't have to Terrastalize. Yeah, I think we're sitting pretty right now. Thundurus should just be able to do a lot of work right here. Necrozma, Dawnwings doesn't want to take a Thunderbolt from here. It's going to be sitting at, what? I think it does 6%, 12%, so it's going to be sitting at 88% roughly. So this is going to be their Thundurus. This one could be Choice Scarf. Thundurus, Therian form. Terra Ice will definitely knock us out, but I do think I value getting off a lot of damage here. So I think I just go for the Terra Blast. Let's see, so we lost Meowscarada, which is unfortunate, but Spectrier can still put in a lot of damage. I imagine that the Necrozma is probably the Cassiberry, the Ghostberry. Okay, so we knock it into Salic Berry range. Yeah. Salic, Thunderbolt comes off. Okay, so Salic. Let's see. We can always come in and revenge it here with a potential Hurricane. Terra Starstorm can always revenge it. I think we're fine. Just to go for... I'm just going to Terra for the hell of it. So this thing is now sitting at +1. Talonflame can come in and knock it out with Flamethrower. So they're not Terrastalizing here, which is interesting. Or at least, unless they're like... Yeah, they're not Terrastalizing. Okay, Thundurus picks up a kill with Thunderbolt against Thundurus. Thundurus on Thundurus crime, we don't like that here. Go out into Esperance. Quillfish is the only thing dead. Tinkaton is still there. Just go for the Hurricane here. And we miss, of course. So that means that we're going to lose this thing now. That sucks. But that's what happens when you play with fire. Can Terrapagos at +2, I don't remember, outspeed this, yeah. So we just go Terrapagos here. I'm not really liking this layout, but that's okay. Terrapagos, Rock Polish. We should be able just to do good damage to everything else. So we just Rock Polish here. Tinkaton has to be Air Balloon to really deal with this. And then Cinderace, Great Tusk could come in, but it has to be like AV to deal with this. And he needs to get damage on me to break my Terra Shell. So they're going to Terrasilize, okay? Thundurus, Therian, Terrasilize. Could go for a Terra Icer, or even a Thunder Wave. Thunder Wave would be nasty, for sure. They could go for an Agility. Anticipating, okay. So this Thunderbolt should do like 25% with our shell up. 245. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Okay, now. Just go for the... Let's just show that we have the Dark Pulse. I don't want him to get too cheeky. Yeah, let's just go for the Dark Pulse. Take out Thundurus. Thundurus goes down to Terrapagos. Talonflame went down to Thundurus, right? So we're down to Spectrier, and which I honestly think Spectrier could still do it, as long as we get damage on the Necrozma. The Great Tusk, I think we should be fine against. Just come in and start hitting Shadow Ball. Now, the issue would be if Cinderace has Protect. That would be the biggest issue. So, Spectrier. If this thing has Knockoff... We live... Ooh, we barely live in Knockoff, right? But Shadow Ball's doing a lot unless it's AV. But we should be able to tell what kind of Great Tusk set it is. And we're just playing this fast and loud right now. Are you Air Balloon? Mold Breaker... You're not Air Balloon, okay. Terrapagos into Tinkaton. No Air Balloon. Let's just go for the Earth Power. And I would be fine if this thing wanted to take me out, to be honest. I would also not be surprised if this thing had Thunder Wave, given mine and Baldy's history. So we're going to go for the Earth Power. Do a significant chunk of damage. Rock Tomb comes off. That is fine. So we are sitting at +1. We could just go for another Rock Polish here. Right? And be fine. I mean, then Great Tusk comes in potentially. And if it's a speed boosting Great Tusk, that could be problematic. But I can't risk this thing trying to Encore me, so I'm just going to try to kill it here. Okay, cool. Terrapagos picks up a second kill against Tinkaton. So we have Cinderace left, which is likely to have Sucker Punch. Into, let's just go start looking at endgame. Okay. But you would be Libero, right? That's going to be doing a lot more. Okay. I think you're Libero. I think I saw you switch types for U-turn. But let's see. Terrapagos is still sitting at +1. Earth Power is doing a big chunk. This is Bill. The Necrozma. Necrozma, Dawn Wings. Dark Pulse is doing a good chunk to this. So that's what we're going to go for. We are still faster. And we kill. Terrapagos picks up a third. Oh, the crit. I think that probably mattered. I think that crit mattered for sure. So now it's down to Great Tusk and Cinderace. Is Pop the Cinderace? Yeah. Oh, but we are faster than this, and because we paralyzed it earlier. And it's Boots. It is Boots. So I think we just go for the Terra Starstorm. Good damage, good damage. Pyro Ball comes off. This kills, okay. And now we go out into Spectrier. Terrapagos goes down, but after picking up 3 kills, which is fantastic. We go for a Shadow Ball here. Okay. Spectrier +1 into Great Tusk. I imagine that it has to be AV. Unless it's booster speed. It's not booster speed. If this is AV, then they potentially have this. If they're like max attack. Are you AV? You're not AV! Spectrier claiming the last 2 kills of the game. Great Tusk goes down. And we have defeated Pokebaldi 1-0 to advance to the semifinals. Oh man, that was just an absolute blitzkrieg of a match. I do think that missing the Hurricane made it a lot more difficult, I guess, on my end. And then maybe me trying to just take out the Tinkaton right away instead of going for another Rock Polish could have punished me, depending on what was in the back. But we ended up picking up a dub. I'm not going to ruin the results of the other match, but I do know who I'm playing, and I lost to them in the regular season. It's not really saying much because I lost half my games, but I lost to them in the regular season. With that, we're going to get up on out of here. My name is Nick. I also go by Golden Guy, and I am your coach of the Philadelphia Pincers. We'll be seeing you. Peace.